Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Frostpunk The Last Autumn. I think I forgot to save at the end of the video, so we picked up the last autosave. I may have lost a teeny bit of progress, but alright, we'll make it work. So I'm a tad bit concerned that we're not making enough progress on things like the core. We're going to need to be going pretty fast with some of this stuff, I think, because right now we are 14 hours ahead of schedule, and you think that that's really good. On the other hand, I sort of have the feeling that maybe we're going to have a nasty event fire pretty soon, because there seems to have been one for every stage. And if that sets me back far enough, then we're just screwed. Herd of reindeer is gone. Oh, darn. Okay, well, in that case, let's have these guys go to the Rock Arch and see if we can't discover anything else hiding on this map. We do have some workers currently not doing anything. What can I do? So, are you currently affected by any sort of a security outpost? I don't think you are. So my question is, if I set up another security outpost over here, will you guys work faster? Well, let me actually check that real quick. So the security outpost increases efficiency, lowers discontent. This increases discontent. So we want to do the security outpost. If I place one over here, can we speed up the efficiency just a bit of building the core? That's what I now need to know. We need to know this. In the public house, we don't need these engineers here. Let's go ahead and assign just like some general workers and stuff instead. Let's instead assign the engineers over here to the infirmary. We actually could really use some more engineers. Can I do a promotion? 50 steel? It takes 50 steel to promote people? Why? Because I have to put medals on them or something? Is that what you want? You want a friggin' medal? Fine, I'll give you medals. Braziers has been researched, not braziers, I guess. My wife was making fun of me earlier. She's like, why do you keep saying braziers? It's braziers. Thank you. I love you too. You're very supportive. Let's go for the advanced supercharge, because this is another thing I'd like to be able to do, is press this button, spend the steam exchangers, and speed up the progress by another 10%. Because this is going to get a little on the tricksy side pretty quick if we are not careful. I don't think I can really afford to have any more strikes either. So we got to be very, very wary of that. We can't stop the whole plant. We have a schedule to keep. Yes, I agree. We probably don't need this many engineers in the factory and... What happened? Oh, gosh, dang it! You guys couldn't wait for the freaking factory inspector to take effect. It wouldn't have been deadly in a minute. I'm going to offer them extra rations. Please, just go with it. It's fine. We don't need this many engineers here because we only have 2 buildings working at any time, and I think having extra engineers only unlocks a 3rd. So that doesn't strike me as too relevant. We want to have 5. 5 should be enough to do the rest. So let's go ahead and assign the rest over here to the security outpost and see if we can increase that efficiency. It looks like it did. Yeah, 74 up to 89. That's pretty good, right? That'll help. Okay, so a supercharge I will wait until a little bit later. We need to turn on safety procedures to make it safer to work, even though it does reduce efficiency by another 25%. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. How do we make this safer? That's the new question. How do we make this any safer than it is right now? Because I cannot risk any strikes. If I leave it on dangerous, we still move forward at pretty fast paces. All right. Alarming rumors. Sir, it appears that word of the last news from London has spread across the camp. What about the ice that we are going to have ourselves cut off pretty soon? I don't know. People whisper all sorts of wild tales, but the most widespread rumor is that everyone will be left here to die. What are you going to do about it? Let them talk or explain the situation. Discontent rises greatly, motivation falls. I'm going to let them talk because that's the best short-term solution, but it's not necessarily a good one. Let's do some evening prayers, and something I realized we could do, and someone pointed this out in the comment section on the very right, we can use the Overseer's Station with the Overseer's Inspection, and it increases motivation by 20%, but it does give us some strike risk. Dangerous, but for another 20% motivation, that might be enough to get me the 30% extra efficiency. So I'm going to do it, and it does. Okay, so now we're up to 121% efficiency here. No strike risk currently. Oh, what now? We got it. Oh, there's another freaking explosion down there. Evacuate them now. God help those poor souls. Oh, that's a big boom. That right there, that's a big boom. There are people inside the core. Sounds of explosions come from the generator and the din of terrified voices. A fire broke out in the nearly finished core. Many workers are trapped inside. We can evacuate them, but if the fire is allowed to spread unchecked, it will destroy the core and forever cripple the generator. So we do not want to cripple the generator. We can cut off the air supply to put the fire out. Workers will die, strike risk rises greatly, or workers are injured and some progress is lost. Well, I think that progress will probably be lost if we have a strike anyway. We'll do this, but this is exactly what I was talking about. Oh, and a lot of people got pulled off. Oh, my. Oh, wow. Okay, yes. Let's assign some more folks over here. It is still dangerous. Okay, let's make that a little bit safer. That is a lot of people that are going to be going to our hospitals here. Oh, crud. Crud crap. Okay, but we need to be making progress still. So, where can I pull some workers? We do not need as much coal. We can pull a couple of workers off here, and that'll be fine. I think that's all right. Let's go ahead and assign some more folks over here. I just want to keep making progress. How did that set us back by about an hour? 1 hour behind schedule. Okay. If I miss a milestone, I get fired and we lose the game. So I can't really afford to risk that. Advanced supercharge is done. Perfect. Let's go ahead and do it. Ba-boom. And that brings us up to 73% progress, which puts us 22 hours ahead of schedule. Okay. Feel pretty good about that. Now, what else do we want to do? I mean, the infirmary checklist might be good, just because we have so many people injured right now. We can improve the heaters, which I know it's getting colder every day. Alternatively, if we go for the automatic prototyping, we might be able to get some more ventilation, which makes us safer and eliminates strike risk. I'm going to go for that and see what happens. I just realized we never did get the comfortable quarters, did we? Right. Let's go ahead and pick that up now. Sign that law. Motivation rises because we fulfilled a promise, and now 27 people need homes. Okay, I think we had planned out placing this. Oh, wait. Oh, we actually got rid of all the trees here. Hang on, let's go ahead and get rid of this. I think we had planned on placing a new neighborhood in this general vicinity. So let's get some more tents. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can place down a chapel, probably. Right here? Sure, that seems fine. And then another tent like so, and then we will need some roads like this. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I need to be wary of running out of wood, because we don't actually have too much production here. If I go for, let's say, a steam sawmill over in this direction, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and build out the street and keep our lumber up, because if we're going to get level 5 tech, I'm going to need a lot of lumber for research pretty soon. So let's just go ahead and do that. Housing should be easy enough to solve. We've got 10 workers currently not doing anything because they're building things and they will be going to the sawmill later. Closed tavern, food rations. The tavern looks deserted. The signboard over this door says Pole Star, Les Toilettes Polaires. The second name is in French. By the way, I don't actually speak French. I mean, je comprends plus français, mais pas très bien, but it's not, I don't know how to pronounce it. There's something weird about French in that it requires kind of a different mouth shape than English. So I tend to mispronounce the crud out of it. So I'm going to butcher this if it comes up again. I apologize. Good old times. The tavern isn't abandoned after all. A rotund man is bustling about, hefting crates and trunks on a sledge. He introduces himself as the owner of this fine establishment. While the French were around, I had patrons all day long. Workers curing hangover with a breakfast, engineers drinking buckets of coffee over their maps and blueprints, and in the evening, all together working hard on the next hangover. All of them chatting in bloody French. Now it's over. Take whatever you need. I'm leaving for good. All right, cool. 162 more rations, and we discover 3 graves. 3 graves? That's harrowing, but okay, let's go over that direction. How do we know that there's 3 graves from that distance away? I don't know, but fine. Let's go ahead and place down another resource depot, or maybe even a couple of them, because I see that we are getting full on our coal, and I want to make sure that we have plenty of storage space to go around for that. We're also getting kind of full up on rations and steel, so we need to make sure we take care of that too. I'm going to pull off a couple workers here and assign a couple more over here. I guess we can go ahead and leave the rest in this general vicinity. We should order some more folks. Now, I think I've been a little bit too kind as far as our convicts. We could probably order some more of them, and that would be okay. I also wouldn't mind having some extra engineers. So if I order something like this, like another 24 convicts, it's a bit of a risk, but I did find out, thanks to a helpful commenter down below, that if you have your convicts working in the radius of a fully staffed security outpost, you can't have riots. If they are working and you don't have a security outpost, yes, a riot can indeed occur. So let's go ahead and try getting plenty of engineers and then more convicts, and that should be okay. We'll do that. Right. Seems good. And we actually should probably upgrade this overseer station. Then again, this is the one where I press the button. No, okay. Demolishing this should not get rid of the effects of the extra motivation. Perfect. So let's go to labor, security outpost. And what I'll do with all this extra convicts is I'll set them up on some extra reloading stations so we can greatly increase the amount of steel we are producing. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and just spend some of that steel and get a lot more machines. Steam exchangers, we need a ton of them. And if we can get rid of this cooldown for the supercharge, I'll keep using that to speed things along. All right, people stopped working because I guess it's after work hours, so that's fine. No one's homeless anymore. That's good. We're still demolishing some stuff. We need to get more people working over here in the steam sawmill. We have 5 amputees? Oh, crap. I should have actually ordered some prosthetics. Darn it. Okay, well, let's assign this for coal. Make sure we have plenty going around there. I guess I will assign somebody else to work here in the reloading station for now. We're having a little trouble keeping on top of everyone getting sick, but alas, I think that may just be the way of things. Let's increase our steel storage a little bit. We're actually doing really well on coal. What we may want to do is go ahead and start placing down some braziers now, while people are more or less not busy, right? So if I set up like some braziers over here, for example, I think we can increase the range of these things. So if we just place like one here, for example, one here, and one here, I'll bet you once we get the right tech, will cost more coal, yes, but we can increase the range and everyone will be covered. 3 graves. The dots turn out to be graves. The headstones read, Lob, Prolof, and Below. Who were they? Why are they buried in such a remote place? We will never know. We find the storehouse and the railroad track. Okay, let's go there. That sounds helpful. A railroad, eh? And we're finding the French. The French were here before us? Are we in Quebec? Is that where we are? I don't think so. But what if we were? We could promote some people. Yeah, let's do it. We need engineers more than we need laborers right now anyway, right? So let's go ahead and assign some people over... What happened to my engineers? There they are. Oh, we didn't actually get 5 engineers. We only got 3. How'd that happen? I don't know. Let's go ahead and assign some more people here to the infirmary. And we have 3 more engineers, apparently. I thought we only had a couple. Okay, whatever. Let's go ahead and assign a couple there to the to this medical post, and we'll try to heal more people. We do need some more housing. I'm guessing because all we just did recently was build up, train up some more engineers. I'll bet you we need to get another engineer's home, but we don't have enough wood. Well, that is a problem. We lose some motivation. Can I fix that? No, not yet. All right, the ability is on cooldown. We lose our efficiency bonus. Automatic prototyping is done. Sweet. So I want to go for the ventilation plant integration, probably. Just so we can place down another one of those ventilation plants. But for that to work, I'm going to need a lot more wood. So everyone, get to work! What's going on here with labor? Should we do something that's controversial? For now, let's go ahead and do company funerals and just finish off the tree. I don't know. I mean, at this point, we probably are going to get a bad ending no matter what I do, right? So maybe it's worth it. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and pull workers off of the charcoal kiln and stop spending my wood on that. And let's assign some more people here to the coal core, and we'll let more people gather coal, I suppose. Where else do I have engineers that I don't need? They're all working on engineer-specific jobs right now. These guys just actually literally have nothing to do. 6 more workers with nothing to do, huh? Let's go ahead and get started then in producing another reloading station right there. We'll need it for convicts and stuff later anyway, right? Okay, you have stopped producing wood. Let's go ahead and dismantle that and relocate somewhere else. The Rock Arch. Strangely symmetrical rock formation. Looks like something built with human hands, but it's completely natural. We find the closed tavern, which I've already been to. Okay, why don't you head to the railroad track and see if there's anything else there? Oh, you've already arrived. Storehouse. The store is filled with crates used to transport steam cores. Dozens of them, enough to power an entire fleet of dreadnoughts. Most of the crates are empty. Oh, okay. The sign over the entrance says, Ministre de la Marine et des Colonies, Entrepôt number 4. I don't know how you say any of that again. It's not surprising that other nations also seek refuge in the north, but the scale of this operation is astounding. An ancient storekeeper opens a big ledger at our site. The old man apparently took us for French engineers. Bonjour, messieurs. He seems to offer us a shipment of steam cores, but what the heck is clave neige? Or however you say this. Repair. Something sufficient to repair. I don't know what this is. Nod and sign the papers. Get steam cores, but possibly we will upset somebody. Explain the misunderstanding. We don't get any steam cores. I don't need any, and I'm kind of curious where this is going to go. Explain the misunderstanding. We told the storekeeper about his mistake. For a moment, we weren't sure whether he was about to burst into anger or tears. Then he closed his ledger and muttered a single sentence before he left. Merci, messieurs. Votre on était vos honneur. Something about an honor, I guess. I don't know. Okay, well, he appreciates my honesty, I think is what we're getting out of that. So, do you want to just go home, or should we... I think I saw a map of the last autumn, and there's actually more to explore. I'm going to send these guys to the railroad track as well. I think that there actually is more. I am fairly confident that there is indeed more. You guys need to work longer hours, by the way. Just FYI. 70% efficiency is not enough. I'm not getting wood nearly fast enough. That's part of the problem. Okay. I think we do still need another tent. We can go ahead and place one, let's say here. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way so people don't get sick. And then if I want to build another steam sawmill, place one over here. Right here actually is great. Perfect. It's already got a road and everything. We'll assign people over there and let them do the thing. Too much oversight. The group of workers comes with a constant surveillance. I'm doing my best, boss, believe me, says an experienced fitter, but I feel like a criminal with all these overseers watching over my shoulder. Show us that you trust us. Get rid of at least one security outpost. Of course, or I can't afford it. I'm not going to risk strike risk, so we're going to have to dismantle one. What is the least necessary? Well, I'm going to use this for steel. This one is probably not necessary. This one is also probably not necessary. I will dismantle this one. And if you guys get uppity, I will just build another one. Okay, charcoal kiln. Why so much surveillance? Last I checked, I was still a free man. I mean, you can keep believing that if you want to. I really don't care. All right, so we're trying to get some more of that lumber in. If only I was using the barges instead, this would be a heck of a lot faster. How are we doing on these steam cores? What's going on here? What's the problem? We're not producing them fast enough? What's wrong? Well, I'm going to go ahead and do regular working hours. Let's actually do longer working hours. I think that's fine. It's not affecting anything right now. How are we doing in terms of schedule? We are 17 hours currently ahead of schedule. That's great. Please finish this dang thing, and soon. It is extremely dangerous. Okay. Let's use some of those wooden profiles to make it a little bit safer. Yeah, all the more reason that we really need to get some of that ventilation stuff going. So let's go ahead and do ventilation plant integration and try to eliminate the risk of any more strikes. More engineers and some convicts have arrived. Nice. Okay, so what we can do... Oh, wait, we can't have convicts over here. Okay, so let's have workers over here. We're going to have convicts assigned here and convicts assigned over here. That leaves me with 4 more. I can probably just go ahead and pull off 4 workers here and have convicts instead, and that's fine. As long as they're all within this radius, we are A-okay. Beyond that... Let's have a couple more engineers assigned to the medical post to just treat people. Actually, we're fine on that right now, believe it or not. That's actually okay. What do we want then? A couple more people working in the brothel, perchance? Do we want to work on the foundry? No, let's just have these guys keep working over here for the moment. Surveillance Society promise fulfilled. It raises motivation slightly. Okay, let's go ahead and assign some workers to the steam sawmill. Did we finish building this house? We did, and people are still homeless. So I think I was correct that we need to have another engineer's lodge. And I will place it right over here, I guess. It's probably fine. There we go. Should solve that problem. We don't want the engineers getting sick. I would also like to get myself another resource depot. Another resource despot, as I like to call it. Just because I want to make sure that we have enough ration space. I think we're okay on coal. Coal seems to be fine. We should probably go ahead and just turn on the bathhouse and keep people nice and healthy so that less people are sick. Yeah? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so not making any more progress now on the ventilation plant. Let's go ahead and assign another engineer over here. We probably should do this, but we'll wait a little bit longer. Well, wait, how are we doing on strikes? Strikes are still a bit of a risk. Let's wait until tomorrow and reevaluate. How are we looking over here at the railroad track? We found rails almost knee-high and running on very wide what did it say? Sleepers? Railroad track leads to a train station and the trapper's cabin. You go this way. You, change of plans, go here. Okay, see, I knew there was more to explore. I'm pretty sure I had seen a map about that. Looks like the toxicity should be going down in the near future. That's probably very good. Let's go to the balloon and order some prosthetics to make up for the people who are currently amputated. And then maybe a couple extra engineers and 1 more laborer. Sure, that'll have to do for now. Let's just keep ordering some more shipments. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. All right, definitely can afford to have another ventilation plant because we have plenty of coal coming in right now, so that's a very, very good sign. Food ration storage, no big deal. Looks like the temperature is going to be dropping pretty soon, but we do have braziers in a lot of strategic locations, so I think that's also fine. Housing, still 4 people homeless. What is going on? Oh, wait. Could it be the penal colony? Do you have a housing limit? Yes, 25. Oh, okay. I didn't realize this. So we actually need to be placed in the penal colony somewhere. We need another one. Got it. Convicts escape. Ugh. Because there's no place. Sir, 1 convict escaped in the middle of the night. There was no place. The lapse of security is a serious loss of face for the overseers. We should expand penal facilities to keep all the convicts under guard, or will there be another escape? Motivation falls. Oops. Okay, well, that's honestly fine. They may murder us in our sleep. If they can, they will certainly try. All right, please finish with the core for real, though. I need to stay ahead of schedule. We need to finish this dang thing. We do not have anywhere near enough steam exchangers, by the way. We need more. I'm gonna... Whoop, what happened? Oh, it's getting colder. Here comes the cold winds from the south. Terrifying, ominous winds of misfortune, carrying frozen particulates of water in the air. Lovely. We've arrived at the train station. Okay, it's a small railway station, which looks ridiculous besides the enormously wide tracks, with huge rails that stretch north from here. What kind of gigantic train runs on them? We find an old French station master who tells us that all... whatever, Crève-Neige departures are on hold until further notice. Asked what it is, he laughs like we told him a good joke. Maybe we were misunderstood. French is not our strength after all, but we feel like someone was messing with us. It's not funny. We find the actual Crève-Neige and the icy plateau. Let's go there, and then you can hook a westerly turn, and that should be okay for me. Okay, so we still have some laborers that we're not doing anything with. We have some extra engineers. Let's assign these guys here. We'll assign a couple more workers over here, I guess. And other than that, we just need to build a new penal colony. Let's finish up with this free time, please, and thank you. We've arrived at the trapper's cabin. More food rations. The cabin is sturdy and shielded from prevailing winds by the rock. A cast iron stove stands beside a desk and a sturdy chair. 2 books lie on the desk. On the origin of species, by means of natural selection or the preservation of favored races in the struggle for life by Charles Darwin, and The Voyage au Centre de la Terre, The Voyage to the Center of the Earth, a novel by Jules Verne. There's also crates of canned food. We'll read them someday, but for now, let's take the food. Okay, go to the whatever the train thing is. I want to find out what the heck the French are doing out here. I'm verily curious. Yeah? All right, everyone get to work! All right, we're good. We need to get that penal colony going. So let's set it up over here, I guess. Fine. What's going on here? No security outposts. Never mind, it has to be in range of security outposts. Say, that's fine. If I place it over here, we're fine. Yes? Wait. How much is your range? Yes. That is a fine place for a penal colony. Place right there. I'm sure they'll love to live next to the prisoners. Okay, we've reached the next stage. Milestone achieved. Assemble a generator. Now erect the 2 parts of thermal hull, which will make up the central part of the generator. After it's done, the generator will be ready. Okay, so let's get back to the generator, and the thermal hull requires 25 steam exchangers and 10 steel composites. We'll set up one of them right here. And then can I immediately use the supercharge? No. Let's set up some workers. Let's turn on safety. Let's use a protective structure. And then it gets down to safer conditions, which means I can work them longer hours and make extra progress, and that's fine. Why can't we do supercharge? Because I don't actually have enough steam exchangers. Ooh. Okay. Well, fine. We don't need a ton of workers on this. Yes, we do. 50. So where do I have 20 extra workers right now? 3 of them are engineers. Sorry, 7 of them are engineers. I stand corrected. Should we try getting some faster tech? Yes, let's get even faster tech out of there since I have engineers and not a lot to do with them right now. End of toxic danger. Wait, really? Sir, now that the core of the generator is finished, we are able to seal the whole structure tightly. The toxic gases venting from the source can no longer reach the surface. We don't have to worry about them anymore. Well, then why am I still working on building more ventilation plants? Aw, dang it. All right, so now it's super duper safe. Well, we don't even need safety procedures. Everyone's fine. Gosh, okay, well, we didn't need this after all, it turns out. It was good in theory, though. The tension grows. The last delivery ships will depart in 2 days, and it's obvious that your people know something's afoot. Sedition is in the air, and it may be wise to prepare for the worst. I'm going to guard the docks. Make sure that nothing happens. Of course, that's practically admission of danger, but all right. So we don't need this anymore. This is irrelevant. Medical mechanizations. Infirmaries and medical posts employ fewer people. Can medical posts work for free? That doesn't make sense. Advanced reloading stations, more steam exchange, steam cores. Efficient burners would make sense. Let's go ahead and do that. That should be relatively quick. And I want to get, I want to save some coal to make sure we are nice and hot. Chaos rising. With the heart of the generator finished, the project is well on its way to completion. Well done. Amidst political turmoil back home, word got out that most generators won't be operational on time, causing widespread panic. The interim government set up a lottery system, but people claim it's rigged. The situation is volatile, and the authorities brace themselves for riots. The country is sinking into chaos. Lovely, lovely chaos. All right, we really need to be building these up a lot faster than we currently are. I'm going to turn off the safety procedures since that's no longer a concern. There we go. That's faster. Go. Spend all the steel. Keep it going, guys. Roll them out. All of them. The wretched Irish. Oh, good. Racism. The Irish Republicans arrived on the latest convict transport. This causes tensions, as many convicts hate the idea of sharing a cell with the mix, as they say, which is a slight slur. A feeling of Irish return in full. Oh, good. Well, as long as it's reciprocal, it's okay. Shall we keep them separate? No. Not segregating based on race and stuff. Y'all are gonna have to frickin' get over it, aren't you? Yes, you are. We've arrived at the icy plateau. We follow them. They are no longer visible. We find a track to nowhere. After the track disappeared under the ice, we followed its general direction for a couple of miles, seeing nothing on the horizon, then backtracked and fanned out, trying to find the place where the track comes back up. It seems that it does not. Where does the track lead? We may never know. That's it. We lost the track. Okay, you guys can just go back home, I guess. We could use some additional laborers, probably. Sure, seems reasonable enough to me. Okay, yeah, I think it's all about these steam exchanges at this point, so we want to go as fast and as hard as we can here. I could supercharge this, and I will to get another 20% progress, but of course that sets back the number of steam exchanges we have. We're going to get to 17, I need 25. So if I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, if I can get 7 more... That's not quite right. I miscounted by 1. There we go. That's all the steel we need, and that actually should be enough steam exchangers to finish this up. Dude, that'd be awesome. Okay, yeah, no, we are making super good progress here. I think we only have 1 video left, unless, of course, this all changes and gets a heck of a lot worse. It might. We don't know. We want to increase the range. No, heating. What happened to the range settings? I thought I had range options. No, I just made them more efficient. I'm sorry. We want to do radiator extensions before it gets a whole lot colder. That sounds like what we're looking for. Okay, so make progress on that. So far, we're on top of things, though. We have plenty of coal, not an issue. We have plenty of labor, plenty of steel. Everything we need is basically gathered and ready to go. If we get cut off right now, we're actually going to be completely fine. We do have one last thing to look at before I end this video. We arrive at the Crève Neige, or whatever it is. An enormously large locomotive lies on its side. It is both majestic and pathetic. The engine is unbelievably huge, like a beached ship. It is overturned when the ground gave way under its massive weight and the tracks buckled. There's an inscription on its main boiler, Crève Neige number 12. Surely the French have a taste for dimensions. Pity that the land has taken them down. Now we can only salvage the resources from this magnificent machine, gain 2 more steam cores and some steel composites I can't use, and that's it. There's nothing else to explore. Both teams are on the way home. Okay, I think we are in really good shape. As long as we don't have any horrible strikes happen, which so far I think we're fine, we should be able to finish this core in the next video and move on to the final stages of the game. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.